What's up everyone, it's Low Budget Pokemon. Today we have a video on our latest submission to PSA. So this is a 23 card submission from my personal collection that I have vetted and think are gradable cards. And I'm gonna go over kind of what I think are the potential grades for these cards and what to look for. We'll do it before and after, and we'll let you know how this goes. So I'm going to go through each card now. So starting with this Machamp, this is a Cosmos Holo Machamp. You can kind of see the Cosmos holofoil here. And I actually picked this up from a local store, and they were actually selling it in the wrapper. I got it for about 15 bucks. And you can kind of see I cut it out of the wrapper, and the card is extremely clean still. There's no bends or anything. The corners are really clean. Now you can't see it through this top loader, but there's a slight print line that goes there. So it's so clean that I feel like it could go for a 10. The lowest I think this could go would be a 9. But let me see if I can actually show you guys the print line here. Let's see here. Let's see if we can see it. Well, I can't really see it. It's extremely clean. All right, well, I take that back. Maybe there is no print line. It's extremely clean. So maybe a 10. I mean, very rarely do these retro cards go for 10, but if anything, I think this Pack Fresh one stands a chance. So I'm going to slide it back in this top loader and wish me luck on this one. There we go. Iono, Paldea Evolved. This was pulled by myself. Centering looks really good. Let's see the back here. Really no edge whiting. I think this is definitely going to be a 10. Yeah. So banking on a 10 for that one. Next one, Bubble Mew. I actually got this card when it was like 70 something bucks. I saw somebody at a card shop and they were selling this, and I picked it up. And very, very clean copy. Centering is really good. Let's see here. Really, and yeah, there's really minimal whiting. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't really see any whiting. Very clean copy. The only thing I see is that there's like a corner that's slightly kind of pushed in there a little bit. It's not loss of kind of pigment, but it's like kind of slightly indented. We'll see if the graders, what they think about that, but I do think this is a 10. All right, Charizard EX from the same set. This card is a little top to bottom. It's a little bottom heavy. The back is not bad. You can kind of see it more. It's a little bit bigger on the top than on the bottom. I still think it will grade at 10. It's so clean. There's really no whiting on the back and very well centered on the back. I think it's a little bit more apparent to me, the centering on the front. So I think if I get a lenient grader, this could be definitely a 10, but we'll see. We'll see what they think. So next one is this Greninja. This is a card that I think is one of my weaker cards. It's so nice on the front. It's like definitely a 10 on the front. You can kind of see the centering is beautiful. The only thing on the back on this one is, you can see that it's well centered and there's actually no whiting on the top or the bottom, but there is kind of this hairline scratch on and it's only visible on the back. See if I can, I'll see if I can slide it out of the top loader and show you guys here. All right, so the back looks really good. You see that little scratch right there on the left side, right there. I think that's gonna possibly do it in. I mean, I still think it's worth grading since it's such a high caliber card. But Only thing is, you know, we'll see. I think it might 9 because of that, but maybe I get a lenient grader and they don't really knock me too hard for that one. So hopefully 10, but probably a 9. Yeah, I still think it's worth submitting though. All right, so this Melodic, I bought it on Mercari. I think it was like maybe 80, 90 bucks at the time. It's gone up to about 140 at the time of this filming. I don't know what it'll be when I get my submission back, but this card is really clean. Really similar kind of situation on that top corner with that Mew, similar where it's like, yeah, right there. It's like maybe just ever so slightly kind of indented there. The back is super clean. Aside from a little nick of whiting right there. I think this will 10 though. Worst case is a 9, but hopefully they're lenient and that'll be a 10. But that's the only thing I see. Hopeful 10. Pikachu EX, next card. Well centered. No whiting. I think this will 10. You can kind of see. Yeah. Extremely clean copy. Leafeon, again, very well centered. The only thing I see is, let me see if I can show you. So ever so slight whiting right there, ever so slight whiting right there as well. It's a little hard to see. You can kind of see it better in person, but it's pretty clean and very well centered. Hopefully the graders are very lenient on that whiting. Hard to see. Yeah. Hopeful 10. Jolteon. I think this is a 9 or a 10 for this one. It's well centered. It's, you know, immaculate on the front. The back has a little bit of whiting right there and right there as well. So clean copy, but I do think it'll probably, you know, be a 9 or a 10 depending on how lenient the grader is. Next one is Mew V Max. This one has actually shot up a ton since I got this. It's probably in the 70s when I got it. It's like a $200 card. I mean, it's extremely clean. There's a slight rotation on the card a little bit, you know, kind of rotated this way with a little less gap here and a little bit more there. I think this will probably 10 though. You can kind of see it's extremely well centered as well. So yeah. Espeon here, definitely top to bottom. This is actually a cracked from a slab that was a 8. I wanted to resub it for grading. It was a PSA 8. You can kind of see it's top to bottom. I actually don't think it deserves that because otherwise it's extremely clean. But I do think this will probably 9. If the grader's really lenient, I could get a 10, but probably a 9. This one's probably my most risky submission. Hard to grade. Obviously, this is an extremely hard to grade card. Top to bottom, it's a little top heavy. There's a little ever so slight kind of a chipping there. And then also a little bit, I don't know if you guys can see that, like right there, a little bit of whiting around the front. The back is actually super clean, well centered with minimal whiting. This one, I think people were kind of talking me out of grading, but I think it's worth a shot. I mean, if you get a grader that's lenient, that it could be a 10, but I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be a 9, unfortunately. Umbreon, very, very clean copy. This one I think is almost a guarantee 10. The only thing I see on the back is perfect. The front is just ever so slightly left heavy, but I think it's a super clean copy. It's gonna 10. Dragonite, same thing. I think it's super clean copy. The back is well centered with no whiting from what I can see. No whiting from what I can see. And the only thing I saw was just a little slight kind of thing right there. You can't really see it, but that's the only thing. But I definitely think this will 10. Giratina, this is super well centered. Back is also perfect. The only thing I really saw about, for this one, I don't see any whiting, but there is slight chipping. Let me see if I can show you guys. Let me see here. If I can get that into focus. I mean, it's hard to see, but that corner, I just saw a little bit of kind of slight glimmer. I think this will 10 though. That's the only thing I see for this. Oops, sorry, knocked the camera there. Yep, there we go. But yeah, there is that only kind of chipping there. But yeah, I do think this will 10. Worst case 9. Magikarp, top to bottom, it's a little top heavy. I think this is worth grading though. I mean, sometimes you get graders that are a little more lenient on the top to bottom. The only thing also I saw was a little touch bit of whiting. Let me see if I can focus this thing. Little touch bit of whiting on that corner, but everything else is super clean. I think this will either 9 or a 10, optimistic 10, but hopefully that's the case. Ghastly here, super well centered. This will 10, I think so. Groudon, also extremely well centered. Well, actually top to bottom a little bit, but the card is super clean. I don't see any kind of issues with the back other than the centering is a little top to bottom, but I think this is a 9 or a 10. Hopefully I get lucky. Eevee, very well centered. Let's see here. The back looks super clean, super clean. I think this will 10. Hopefully you guys agree with me. And then we get to the last couple here. Charizard V-Star. This was an acquisition at a card shop close to where I live. I got it and it looks super clean. It's very well centered. It's hard to grade, honestly, but I do think this will actually 10. Just looking at kind of the there's like minimal whiting. It's well centered on the back. I just think it's a very clean copy here. All right. Mewtwo V-Star, well centered copy here, super clean, no issues on surface, and the back looks really pristine as well. Definitely, I think a 10. Giratina, V-Star, chase card of Crown Zenith, extremely well centered on the front, looks really clean. The back also likewise looks extremely clean. I think this will 10 as well. And last but not least, the gray felt hat Pikachu, which has been graded to the ground. Extremely well centered. Now, when I opened this card, there was a slight edge issue, and I actually kind of ironed it out a little bit, and it's pretty clean now. There was like ever so slight kind of nicking there as well, but the back looks extremely clean, extremely well centered. I think has a chance to now get a 10, although I don't know if they'll see the edge issue. So hopefully 10, possible 9. But yeah, that's kind of my stack for before PSA's submission, and we will see in a couple months what it gets. Alrighty guys, so now I am in Greenville, South Carolina. I am here for a PSA drop-off event at Brian's Sports Cards. I have my submissions here and in this box here, and I did add a couple of cards to my, a handful of cards to my list as well. But yeah, we are going to show you how this PSA drop-off event works. Alrighty.
Sleeves, these are for the thick cards. Okay. See if it'll fit. I don't know about that bottom one, but I know those ones will probably fit. We can try to fit the bottom one. Yeah, perfect. This one bottom one might fit. I mean, it's only a little bit bigger than that one.
But I don't have the fitting for
The card savers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll fit in there.
Yeah, these ones might, but that big one might have a little bit of an issue.
I'll probably finish it up until I got a whole case of things.
So will y'all be shipping these?
Big penny sleeves? No, the card savers. Yeah, we could put it in the floor.
Will y'all be shipping these or taking them back with you?
So we're gonna ship these back to the Jersey office, and then we'll ship it to you from there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, like the sign says, it could take like 3 to 4 weeks. We have a bunch of different events right now, so it's been crazy with the amount of events we're doing. So
Yeah.
it's gonna take some time.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, this is like gonna act like a receipt. I put my name on there. You can see
Okay, great.
anything.
Okay, so this is my receipt, and then that goes with you.
Yep, and then you're all set.
All right. Well, wish me luck again.
Yeah, good luck. Especially because these are some pretty cool cards. So.
Yeah. I think we did the evolutions last time. So.
I feel like I've seen you before. Have you dropped off stuff?
Thanks, man. All right, guys. So I have my FedEx package here, straight from PSA. So let's open this thing and see what's inside. Okay. So I have this kind of makeshift setup on my couch so that we could kind of see the returns and the conditions of the cards. Let me see if I can open this thing. Okay. So pretty good plastic here by FedEx here. Alrighty. Here we go. Okay, so it's in these two little convenient little boxes here. Little bricks here. Alright. Let's go with this first one right here. So there we go. Alright, bear with me, guys. This is exciting, but can't get this thing open. Oh, there we go. Alrighty. Here we go. Straight slabs. Alright, so let's do some grade reveals, shall we? So I ended up, actually, let me open this and I'll kind of talk over what I did. So I ended up submitting a little bit more, adding a little bit more to my submission from when I first made the video. And so I added a couple more cards in, or maybe at least a handful more cards in. So you might see some new cards. We'll go over them one by one and show you what grades they got. And you can tell me what you think. This is the other box right here that I just opened. I'll get the cards here as well. Alrighty, so here they are. Another stack here. Alrighty, let's see. First card. Alright, let's see what this grade is. Pretty clean, well-centered. Melodic. And 10, Gem Mint 10. Keep that for the permanent collection here. Alrighty, so let's see here. This one has a little white speck here, a little white speck here. But overall, very well centered. Sorry, there's a little reflection here off my phone here, but 10. Okay, let's see this one here. Try to not have a reflection here. Let me see if I can fix that right quick. Okay, resuming. Can y'all see that okay? Let's see here. So, well-centered. Okay, so let's see if we can see any sort of defects here. Nope, I'll try to speed this thing up. So 9, okay, so this is probably one that I will regrade. I'll just put in this other pile here, or just kind of crack out. Oops, sorry guys. I guess this is a 10, perfect. 10 Charizard going into the personal collection as well. So let's see here. Mew VMAX looks very well centered and very clean here. 10, perfect. This other one, extremely good centering, good corners. Let's see what this is. Rayquaza, I think this is gonna be 10. Gem Mint 10, personal collection. Alrighty, let's see. Well centered. Umbreon V. I think this one, there was a little small nick on the top here. I don't know if y'all can see, it's not really visible here, but a little top to bottom possibly, but 10. We will take it. We will take it. All right, let's see this one. Pretty clean, honestly. Pretty clean, well-centered. I screen these cards pretty well. It's a little top to bottom. What? Yeah, I mean, I think this is possibly worth a regrade here. I don't think it deserves a 9. Might be a little off-centered though, so I'll give that to them. But a little off-centered, left heavy. Okay, so that'll probably go in the either regrade or trade pile. Looks pretty good to me. Gem Mint 10. Perfect. We'll take that into the keep pile. I think these are probably the sequential Dialga, Palkia, Arceus. Yeah, so I think this is going to 10. Yep, Gem Mint 10. We'll take it. Oh yeah, these I think were very easy grades for me. Honestly, you know, these are well centered, no whiting. 10. Save you time here. This one as well. 10. Okay, so let's see here. It's a little corner right here. Right down here a little bit. That edge is a little lifted here. I mean, otherwise it's a pretty clean card. Gem Mint 10, we'll take it. We'll take it. So these are kind of hard to grade, these promo cards, but I think it was worth the grade for sure. You know, I'm glad I graded it. Looks good. Looks really good. Oof. This 10's, yeah, so I was pretty confident about this one. I thought was gonna 10 here. Gem Mint 10, one of my best cards in the submission, I would say. Happy to see that get a 10. Looks really clean to me. Beedrill, 10. Expected that to be a 10. All right, so let's see this one here. Sorry, there's a little light there, a reflection, but I want to show y'all the whole card. So there's a little off-centered, right, left. I mean, honestly, I think this is a 10. Yeah, so this I think I'll have to regrade. This I think is definitely a regrade candidate right here. This is a very unfortunate grade here, but you know, comes with the territory of I think it's a little right to left, so it's a little left heavy, but overall I thought it was really well centered. So I don't know, a little disappointed at that, but we'll put that down here. Okay. This one's extremely clean. I think this is guaranteed 10. Yep, I knew that was gonna 10. And then let's see here, this one right here. Dragonite, extremely well centered. Yeah, the only thing I was worried about for this card is a little bit rotated, and then also there's a little white speck. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's like underneath that knocked out right there, you see that? So I wasn't banking on a 10, yeah, so it is what it is, you know. I think this will, I might just crack it from my binder, but it's a very clean card. I thought that they would overlook that little speck, but I guess not. And then last but not least for this stack, let's see here. Extremely well centered. There's a little dust speck around the bottom there. Ooh, Cleffa. 10. Crazy.